Did it? It's not free anymore. Hard times can overtake any of us, and if you don't have a great safety net, those hard times might just destroy your life by making you lose your home or car, or both. Because most of Americans don't have the proper amount of hard times insurance, the government has a program that has got your back, in the form of unemployment pay. Unfortunately, unemployment is something that many abuse in order to support their illegal habits. Unemployment was meant to be something that could get a hard-working person out of an unexpected jam until they're able to find more work. Sadly, those who are terminated from their jobs due to the choice they made to use illegal drugs are abusing the unemployment program to continue to use those drugs and still have a means of income, but not for much longer. The Trump administration is once again fixing what the Obama admin wasn't able to do. The Hill reports that lawmakers are rolling back the strict stipulations on drug testing prior to receiving unemployment and working on a sweeping mandate that will ensure that your tax dollars aren't going to fund someone's meth habit. The Trump administration is looking to bring back and broaden a rule that Congress killed last year requiring drug testing for unemployment benefits. Using the Congressional Review Act, CRA, Republicans in March repealed an Obama-era rule that limited the ability of states to drug test people applying for unemployment pay. Republicans said the 2016 rule was too narrow because it only allowed states to drug test people whose occupations already regularly required it. That category included airplane pilots, flight crews and air traffic controllers, commercial and public transit drivers, and any job requiring an employee to carry a firearm. Now the Labor Department has signaled it plans to issue a broader rule that will redefine which occupations are those that regularly drug test. Our overburdened social programs are just the start of what the Trump administration wants to fix while he's in office. Conservatives have long been frustrated with the atrocious government overreach that grew out of proportion under the DNC's iron fist. However, that all ends now. This isn't the first law that the Republican-ruled houses of Congress want to roll back, and the president will no doubt sign anything that comes to his desk if it concerns putting the government in its rightful place. Republicans last year used the CRA process to repeal a slew of Obama administration regulations. The 1996 law states that, once a regulation is repealed under the law, agencies are barred from reissuing the same rule or a substantially similar rule in the future without an act of Congress. With President Trump in the White House, the Republican-controlled Congress used the CRA to toss out 15 regulations, most recently one the Independent Consumer Financial Protection Bureau issued to protect consumers' right to settle disputes with financial institutions in court. Officials who support the reinvention of the drug testing program believe that it will not only help the government's bottom line, but it will inspire the workforce to stop doing whatever they were doing to get themselves fired, and get out there and work, which will once again help the economy. Doug Holmes, president of Strategic Services on Unemployment and Workers' Compensation, however, said if people have an expectation of being paid unemployment benefits under the federal statute, they need to make themselves able and available to work, and doing so means passing a drug test. This is an insurance program, it's not public assistance, he said. Holmes said the last regulation was too restrictive in identifying those individuals who could be subject to a drug test and only allowed states to drug test when an individual applied for unemployment benefits, instead of on an ongoing basis. An individual has to be available and able to work. If they're not available and able to work, week by week, then they don't meet the requirements to be paid unemployment compensation benefits, he said. If an individual has a significant problem that renders him or her unavailable to work, the appropriate response is to refer them to a place to get help. They should not be paid unemployment benefits. In a statement, Labor Department spokesman Eric Holland said only that the agency is diligently working on a new proposal regarding unemployment compensation and drug testing that will be substantially different from the prior rule. When it is ready, we will publish it in the Federal Register for review and comment by the public, he said. Currently there are only 3 states doing any drug testing, which are Texas, Mississippi, and Wisconsin. This should change by June of this year, however, if things go well. That's when the Labor Department plans to put forth the new rules.